The looming question on my mind on a daily basis is how working class people could be so easily duped into rallying behind billionaire South African Yahtzees whose open intentions are to dismantle democratic societies for the sake of installing technocratic oligarchical rule, draining the earth of all its remaining resources, and pushing out natalist propaganda for the sake of accelerating a world-ending event so they can have a much easier time securing all those resources and ditching us to go do the same to Mars? What timeline is this? This is insane. It's just so easy. They love it. They want it. It's like I'm in hell world. It's like I'm not on a real planet with real people on it.
Yes, for 1 week straight, we have seen the meltdown on social media pertaining to Elon Musk. When you take a look at this, a big win. A federal judge has just sided with Elon Musk and Doge, rejecting an effort to block them from accessing government information systems. This is huge win. Doge now has the green light to fully dig into Elizabeth Warren, AHS, and the Department of Labor. Yes, expect more of these wins in the days ahead. They thought they would stop them. Now, I don't know if Democrats will still go out on the street to demonstrate. We have seen them dancing, doing, producing all what kind of songs, in the name of demonstrations against Elon Musk. Now, taking a look at this video, we're about to see
delete entire agencies as opposed to leave part of them behind. Because if you leave part of them behind, it's easy. It's kind of like if leaving a weed. If you don't remove the roots of the weed, then it's easy for the weed to grow back. There's like National Endowment for Democracy, but I'm like, okay, well, how much democracy have they achieved lately? I don't know, not much. The United States has been kind of pushy in international affairs. I think we should, in general, leave other countries to their own business. And basically, America should mind its own business.
I mean, look.
You wearing a T-shirt on a Skype at a conference?
He can do it. He's the richest man in the world. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But really, it's a serious question. Is he Elon Musk's special government employee, the most powerful man, maybe second to the president of the United States, or Elon Musk, the billionaire, most wealthy businessman in the world, speaking to potential investors?
He's a special employee appointed by the President of the United States who ran around the country with Donald Trump, who said, if I get elected, I'm going to let this man run crazy through the government and toss it. He says there's a lot of agencies. Yes, there's more agencies than there are years that we've been a country, most of which most Americans have no idea what they do. For every new law, there is 18.5 new regulations, according on average by Doge's numbers, that are added onto the books. That lawsuit that was brought up, to me, was bananas. They said he's an agent of chaos. You know what's chaotic? A debt of $36 trillion in a treasury that has no way of accounting and rectifying their bills. That's chaos.
I want to hear why, but do you think that calling Elon Musk a dick is effective messaging for confronting what is a potentially irreversible transformation of the U.S. government?
Well, he isn't. And I think that he's also harming the American public in an enormous way. And what I think is really important, and what the American public want, is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight for democracy, for the future of this country. And it's important to push back on the chairperson of this committee. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene talks about having decorum, about bipartisanship. This is the person that lies more than anybody else in the entire Congress. And so if she is going to make a mockery of hearings, I want to make sure that us as Democrats are bringing that same level of energy. And of course, after those comments, we went into exactly what Elon Musk is trying to do: dismantling the Department of Labor, dismantling the Department of Education, dismantling all of our consumer protection agencies. And so it's all important, but it's also important to get the attention of the American public and call Elon Musk out for what he is. and to make people know that Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a serious legislator and she shouldn't be treated as such.
Yes, it is sad to inform these liberal medias that Trump and Elon Musk sat down in an interview on Fox News. They are set to release that. They just put out the trailer. From what I saw, Trump and Elon understand the tactics the mainstream media is playing. They want to separate them. They said on that video, like, please, you can try harder. Trump made it clear, like he says that every day the articles, oh, Elon Musk is now the president. Oh, Elon, that is what they have been doing. They did that initially, then they stopped, then came after again and changed the narrative. Now we are still seeing this. I don't know when they will learn, or they need to learn the hard way. What exactly? I don't understand. It is crazy that they continue to do this and nothing is happening between them.
Things have never been busier here at the White House.
Not only have we never had a U.S. president with a mugshot, I'm not sure we've ever had a mugshot hanging outside of the Oval Office before. But that is where President Trump has placed his from when he was indicted in Fulton County, Georgia, for his efforts to overturn the election. We learned a few days ago he has a framed cover of the New York Post with his mugshot just outside the Oval Office in what is known as the Outer Oval. Now, we discovered this when he was greeting the Indian Prime Minister. They were seated in chairs in front of the fireplace in the Oval, but just over the shoulder of his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, you could see the president's mugshot there as he has it framed. His aide and person who is his social media guru, really, Dan Scavino, posted a video of it saying, "Happy Valentine's Day" from the beautiful Oval Office. This has really become a rallying cry that Trump has used on the campaign trail. They've even put it on merch and sold it featuring his mugshot. And now it has a home outside the Oval Office as well.
But when you zoom in into that door, what you see captured in that red circle is the mugshot of President Trump. Now, this is a rather interesting place. This is called Outer Oval. This is where pretty much every guest, with few exceptions, walks through. Then to the left, you see the top of a grandfather mahogany clock. And then you walk into the Oval Office, meaning just about every guest, with few exceptions, some enter the Roosevelt Room, will walk past the Fulton County mugshot of President Donald J. Trump. How is that for irony? You know, Tommy, I look at this, and there's so much symbolism here.
Yeah, but I think it's also not even just for him a sign of resilience, but for the American people as well. That was a turning point, that mugshot. There's a reason he was so proud of it. He didn't look at it like you typically look at a mugshot. He looked at it like a badge of honor. He marketed it. It was a big moment for him in a campaign season of so many moments. But it is also indicative to the American people, so many that have felt beat down, that have felt run down, that have felt stepped on and squashed by this behemoth that is the federal government. This is also a picture for them, reminding them, hey, look.
Yes, it is sad to inform these liberal medias that Trump and Elon Musk sat down in an interview on Fox News. They are set to release that. They just put out the trailer. From what I saw, Trump and Elon understand the tactics the mainstream media is playing. They want to separate them. They said on that video, like, please, you can try harder. Trump made it clear, like he says that every day the articles, oh, Elon Musk is now the president. Oh, Elon, that is what they have been doing. They did that initially, then they stopped, then came after again and changed the narrative. Now we are still seeing this. I don't know when they will learn, or they need to learn the hard way. What exactly? I don't understand. It is crazy that they continue to do this and nothing is happening.
Yeah. First of all, don't forget Rod McGovern. Trump is a criminal. And criminals like to be around other criminals.
And a mob boss.
Yeah. Yeah. Bannon is right. We are flooded in shit. And we are searching for a way to deal with this. These are extraordinarily difficult times. We're getting overwhelmed. And things that we thought that would kill a political career, that would be poisonous for whatever reason, this guy keeps trucking along.
You've proven they have no power anymore because they threw everything they had at you and they didn't win. And that was, you know, the New York Times, Washington Post, 3 networks, every late night comedy show, 2 cable channels. They threw everything.
Yes, this is the new meltdown with the mainstream media. Oh, Trump has done this, he has put this up, he has done that. At a certain point, when I saw that meltdown, I could not just resist. I had to laugh all through. Now, taking a look at CNN, Kathleen Cook, she is there vibrating. This same lady is the only one that every single day interacting Trump is her favorite thing to do.
Swift's magic has left the building. These cuts are going to have majority support, and so far the polling shows they have majority support. Elon's struggling somewhat in his approval ratings, depending on who you ask, which pollster you ask, but people like Doge, and they like cuts.
Yeah. Thank you guys for always being the sharing on my videos. I don't want to make it long. If you see clips behind here, this is for the algorithm. Someone asked me, is it helping your channel? Yes, it is helping the channel. If it was not helping, I would not put.
Mind-boggling that he would be shutting down PEPFAR.
A bully and a thug who is the president of the United States, U.S., it's everywhere.
There is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse within a system.
Audits. A chance to see what happens when you take a business approach to the government in the White House. We're seeing right now with this whole U.S. aid thing, where they're uncovering massive amounts of corruption.
And also, I got to say,
don't you agree?
I totally agree.
Essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
To her. No, the EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade, and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
Right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And
awful things have happened. So and sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag are somebody in policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need...
He's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
Right now you're looking straight. Remember it.
We as a country about January.
And then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know.
Jim Jordan.
Josh Green, the governor. Watch news or talk.
Now look, I have a lot of...
The Democratic Party has about everything.
The next department that appears to be on the chopping block is the Department of Education. Just earlier today,
the biggest loser on Team Chiefs, literally right next to us was Taylor Swift. And then to the left was Donald Trump. Those are boos.
Well, the Super Bowl is officially underway.
I tell you what makes me a little not calm. Trump keeps joking.